It's Morphin time! Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-toothed Tiger, Tyrannosaurus. What is up, geeks? So here we go with another Power Rangers from the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger series legacy figure, and this time is the Blue Ranger, Billy. So I'm very excited to review him. I also have the Pink Ranger, which I just reviewed, along with the not the Mighty Morphin, the movie figures that I will be reviewing, and I can't wait to review the Blue Ranger and compare it to this one. So anyway, guys, let's see what this guy has to offer. Let's look at the back. So we know that I reviewed the red, pink, black, and we still don't have the yellow, so I'm waiting for that once that comes out. And here are the other figures in the series. So the only one I don't have here is the Yellow Ranger, and I'm not planning to get this one from the Space series. I do have the Red Ranger from the Space series, and I said in the other video, I'm planning to collect all the Red Rangers from every series that comes out. I can't afford to, neither do I have the space to get all of the figures, all the legacy figures. I would love to, you know, collect all the Zords and everything, but there's just no way. So anyway, guys, let's unbox this and take a closer look at Billy. Alright, guys, so we have Billy Cranston out of the package, and Billy's looking really cool. I love the Blue Ranger. Definitely one of my favorite Rangers. I actually dressed up as Billy when I was a kid, and you guys can check that out on my Instagram at AjayRey. That's AjayRey. Just to show you guys, me and my cousin both of us dressed up as Billy when we were kids. But anyway, this is a little accessory here. When I say little, it's not little. It's actually a pretty big accessory. Now, I'm very happy with this because this is the first leg that we got. Obviously, there's only 2 legs in the Megazord, but, you know, the yellow one hasn't come out yet, so I haven't reviewed one with the leg. So this is pretty nice. It's a nice big piece, which gives me hope that this thing is going to be pretty tall. Now, if we compare it with Billy here, you know, this would be his knee joint right there. So that's pretty good. I think the Megazord will at least be significantly taller than the Rangers. I know it's not in scale, but that's okay. So anyway, let's look at the detail here. I love the foot joint. This thing has a pivot, an ankle rocker, a ball joint for the ankles, which is really great. So I know we can get it into some pretty decent poses. We have a nice knee joint here that's also a ball joint, so really great range of articulation so far for the Megazord. So I really like the paint apps, the sculpting, and I'll definitely do a full review once I get all of the pieces of this Build-A-Figure. And of course we have the Blade Blaster, and I'm not really fond, as you guys know, of this Blade Blaster. First of all, I've been kind of passing through each one because it's getting tedious having to review it every time. But this thing is very basic. If you guys know how I feel about this, I wish that it was able to at least articulate so it becomes a blaster rather than just a sword. You can put it into the holster, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's probably the coolest thing about it, but I'm just a little PO'd that they each didn't come with their own specific weapon, and that you'll have to get those specifically in the 2-packs. Those 2-packs that come with the movie figures, they're called the Then and Now 2-packs. So a little bit more money, and I don't think it's worth it for me, at least. So anyway, guys, maybe I could just find the accessories online or something, maybe. If you guys know anything about that, maybe you can just pop a link down at the description or the comment section below. Anyway, this is Billy Cranston looking really cool with his Blue Ranger pose. So let's take a nice look at the Triceratops here. Let's focus in. Really love the helmet. Looks very cool. I like the paint apps. Obviously, I think, you know, these are really great with the paint apps and the articulation. The sculpt work, like I've said in the past, pretty basic, and when you look at these figures, they look kind of cheap, but they're pretty well made, you know. Now this one, let's take a close look at the Morpher here, and I think they did a little bit better than the Pink Ranger. You can definitely make out that's the Triceratops. The Pink Ranger just had abysmal, just terrible sculpt work in combination with the paint work, and this one looks really good. Not as great as the Red Ranger or the Black Ranger, but this one's pretty good. So let's take a look here. I mean, it's pretty standard. This is exactly like the Red Ranger and the Black Ranger as far as sculpting. Paint wise, obviously just a different color tone, but something significant is the silver belt. That is not canon for the purists out there, and not only that, it's not consistent with the promo images here. So yeah, that's a little bit confusing. You have a white belt there for Billy. Actually, all three of them have a white belt, but this comes with a silver belt along with the Black Ranger and Pink Ranger when I reviewed those figures too. So it's a little weird. I don't know why. If anyone can tell me why, that would be very helpful. So let's get into articulation though. Now, same articulation as the Black and Red Ranger. Goes up pretty high. And these Ranger figures, these Legacy figures go down very well. So that's very good. The arm articulation. Now, they're tighter here than the Pink Ranger, which is good. I like the ratchet joints because over time, basically for those who don't understand what the significance for ratchet joints are, it keeps the hold, the particular pose that you have that figure in, and it doesn't deteriorate the joint. Oftentimes when you have a loose joint, these are not loose, so if you have a loose joint, you might have them posed like this for years, and then eventually, because of gravity and just deterioration of the plastic, it'll eventually just make its way down. Now, I'm not going to say it's not going to do that, but this really prevents it, and it makes it last longer. So anyway, the ab crunch is great with these figures. Really goes back well, really goes forward well, and we have a nice cut at the waist. They split, which is nice. I really like that split. Something that was missing with the Pink Ranger, unfortunately. Goes forward and back pretty well. The double jointed knees. We didn't go over the rest of the arm articulation. We have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which was missing with the Pink Ranger. The glove cut. Got the nice, very loose wrist joints though. We have the boot cut. We have the great ankle articulation, rocker, pivot, whatever you call it. So yeah, this is consistent with the Black and Red Ranger. Really dig this figure. Loving the way it looks. They did an awesome job. Now, compared to the movie figures, as far as the promo images I've seen with the movie figures and seeing them through the package now that I have them, I can say that I think these are a lot higher quality, but I will be comparing each of those with these once I review each of those, just to see and can really compare, because, you know, you guys kind of know how I feel about the movie design. I think the classic design looks a lot better, a lot more timeless. Now the movie designs may grow on me, they're slowly growing on me, but the action figures kind of look cheaper than these. So we'll see how it is and how the articulation compares to these amazing figures. Alright guys, so here's a comparison with the other MMPR figures, and the Blue Ranger is consistent with the green, red, and black. Like I've mentioned before, they all have the same mold, so they're the same height. The Pink Ranger definitely shorter because she has the female body mold. But these figures look great with each other, and I really can't wait for the Yellow Ranger to come out. Really wish they came out with it earlier. I mean, it stinks that we have to wait. Now it's just weird without the Yellow Ranger here. Looks great because there's 5 of them, but it just doesn't feel complete. So yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys like this review. Stay tuned, guys. Please be patient. I am pushing out as many videos as I can, and I'm definitely going to be working on the movie reviews very soon, the movie figure reviews for the Power Rangers. So guys, until next time, please stay tuned for the images at the end of this video, and embrace, express, and enjoy yourself. May the Force be with you always, my young Padawan.